SAWS has plans to upgrade water meters at homes and businesses. This noon, Sarah Acosta explains what this could mean for your water bills.
And this holiday season, there are plenty of chances for you to give back to your community. Still ahead, Tiffany Huertas takes a look at one church's initiative to help those dealing with homelessness.
Live from KSAT 12, the news at noon starts right now.
And a top story we're still following this noon. An 18-wheeler went up in flames this morning, causing a traffic nightmare.
It looks a lot different right now as you take this live look from a TransGuide from TxDOT. That area clear, but that wasn't the case just a couple of hours ago.
Yeah, that traffic headache started early this morning, lasting hours.
Police say they were called to the southeast side just before 5 this morning. According to officers, an 18-wheeler driver pulled over near I-37 and I-10, not far from Hackberry. This after heavy smoke started coming from the truck. You could see it there, and eventually flames. Incident caused major delays on the main lanes of the interstate for miles. No one was hurt. It's not clear what caused the fire.
And police took a woman away in handcuffs after a north side crash. According to officers, two drivers collided early this morning near Loop 410 and San Pedro Avenue. That's not too far from North Star Mall. Police say one driver ended up hitting an exit barrier. That woman had minor injuries. Officers took her into custody, saying that it was too soon to rule out intoxication as a cause for the crash. The other driver involved is okay.
New this noon, if you're a customer of the San Antonio water system, the utility company will be installing an electronic water meter in your home or business in the future. This comes after its board approved the multi-million-dollar program. Sarah Acosta spoke with SAWS about the benefits of the new meters and when you can expect to see them installed.
The SAWS water meters in your home or business will be getting an upgrade in the future. The San Antonio Water System Board approved a new electronic meter program yesterday. $215 million is the total price tag on the project, but SAWS says you won't see an increase on your bill.
This won't be driving a rate increase because it's built into our budget already.
Marty Martinez with SAWS says the upfront cost of the project will help lower water bills for customers long term. This is the meter you most likely have. It's mechanical and has to be replaced every 10 to 15 years. These are the new electronic meters that have batteries that last about 20 years. Martinez says SAWS had a pilot program where it tested the new meters in 2,500 homes and businesses. The study showed the new meters helped alert nearly 450 customers to possible continuous leaks, saving water, and help to limit high bills and damage.
We'll be able to reach out to our customers and alert them and maybe have a conversation and try to save them some damage or lost water. So the benefits are quite substantial to the program.
The installation process won't happen quickly. About 65,000 meters will be installed by mid-2022 across all parts of the city, and by 2026, SAWS expects to have covered the entire service area.
Most of the major cities have started to either they've already deployed partially or they're in the process of deploying now. So AMI is pretty much the way of the future.
Sarah Acosta, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Sarah. Now to the coronavirus pandemic and the spread of the new Omicron variant now detected in at least 21 states. However, as ABC's Rena Roy reports, health officials continue to say that it does appear to be less severe than other variants.
Pfizer vaccine efficacy could be compromised with the new Omicron variant. The drug company releasing a study indicating Omicron likely chips away at its vaccine's effectiveness. But the shots still provide some protection, especially against severe disease, and the third booster dose appears to significantly offset the variant's impact.
I think the 3 doses looks like they are offering similar protection for Omicron to what the 2 doses offered for the original variant.
But promising news from health officials saying although Omicron may be more transmissible, it appears less severe than previous variants.
At the moment, at least the preliminary data doesn't indicate that this is more severe. In fact, if anything, the direction is towards less severity. But again, that's early days and we have to be very careful.
And experts say being careful means taking all the right precautions, like masking up indoors and getting your shots.
If you've got nothing, no vaccine, not previously infected, I'm not sure that it's going to be a milder disease for you.
Nationwide, daily COVID deaths up 57% in the last week. Hospital admissions up 10% overall and 20% among children. And those numbers largely fueled by the Delta variant, are only expected to go up in the colder months.
You are going to see increases in cases. And because we have still substantial numbers of people unvaccinated,
the CDC is urging Americans to take precautions ahead of holiday gatherings. They're recommending taking a rapid test before indoor activities with others, even if you're vaccinated and not showing any symptoms. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
A citywide effort is underway right now to get more blood donors to roll up their sleeves. The City of San Antonio blood drives kicked off this morning. And San Antonio Police Chief William McManus was one of the first to give back. These drives are held twice a year when blood donations are at its lowest. This year, the city hopes to bring in more than 1,000 units of blood to help thousands of patients across South Texas. The need for blood has outpaced donations all year, and around the holidays, it could get worse. The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center says around this time of year, frequent donors are on vacation, and high school and colleges, they're on break.
And blood donations aren't the only way to give back this holiday season. There are a number of ways you and your family can help out, and that includes volunteering at a local church that provides resources to get those experiencing homelessness back on their feet. Tiffany Huertas has more on what it means to volunteers.
As future nurses, we think it's really important to educate people and reach out and see what their healthcare needs are as well as their emotional needs.
Students from Chamberlain University are volunteering at Harper's Chapel Baptist Church on the west side.
The things that we provide is just based off our assessment. So like last week we had a health fair and we provided toothbrushes, blood pressure screenings.
Every Wednesday, this church transforms into a resource hub. Volunteers help distribute food and clothing.
The church partnered with the city of San Antonio in September, and through these events, they've been able to help more than 70 people experiencing homelessness.
We just recently had a young man that was staying here at the church that is now in an apartment as of today.
Here we offer services such as STD testing, outreach and engagement, COVID vaccinations, COVID testing, employment opportunities.
All of these services are also available for any resident.
The holiday season is always a great time to volunteer. You can definitely volunteer at the hubs. There's also many organizations that are targeting the homeless population that you can also volunteer at.
I love it. It totally brings me back home. I grew up in church and volunteering weekly, multiple times a week, so it's really refreshing.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
In men's college basketball, Texas Tech upset Tennessee last night. Larry will show you how it happened later in sports.
And a new tool could help doctors diagnose Alzheimer's sooner, and the tests can be taken right in your own home. How a doctor developed the idea, coming up in the next half hour.
A project to beautify a downtown area now complete. What to expect if you visit Hemisphere in the near future.
Welcome back. A popular downtown spot is looking a little more green.
As several new trees were planted at Hemisphere as part of a beautification project. It was funded by Wells Fargo's Hope USA initiative. It helps beautify business districts in more than a dozen cities across the country, and San Antonio was chosen as one of those cities. With the funds created, the Wells Fargo Grove.
We hope it'll draw people out to come spend time in beautiful green space and perhaps go shop at one of our small businesses and have a cup of coffee and make a day of it here at Hemisphere. The other thing we're doing, it's a great opportunity for us to launch something that we have recently developed, our augmented reality tree donor recognition app.
Also unveiled today at Hemisphere, that app. It aims to provide people information about the new trees, including what species they are and who donated them.
It said a picture is worth 1,000 words, but the time for talking about the artwork plan for Downtown Church has ended.
The painting has begun. In this week's If These Walls Could Talk, Katrina Weber revisits this long-awaited mural project to give us an update.
Tell by the sound that things are looking up at Travis Park Church. Months of planning have given way to painting on a massive mural project.
I never thought that I would get such a huge wall.
Fortunately, Raisa Melendez isn't alone. She's one of 6 artists chosen in a citywide search to help spread the church's message of love and acceptance.
I chose Black Lives Matter. And I also intertwined the religious theme to it by adding a cross.
Each panel features a different design, but with a common goal: letting people know all are welcome here. As we showed you earlier this year, the downtown church launched the project to coincide with its 175th anniversary.
I couldn't believe that I was selected among so many incredible artists.
Hallie Marmolejo is relatively new to the mural game. She's hand painting her story of empowerment with a nod to Latino culture. Spray paint, meanwhile, was the way to go with Albert Gonzalez's message about resilience.
We see this flower go through this really tough time, and it gets replenished with water, being a symbol of that love and faith.
For some of these artists, this has been a real learning experience. They say it's one thing to design a mural on canvas, but when they're up in these lifts and painting on such a grand scale, that's a whole different world.
Just excited to get it done and get it up.
We have so many people walking by that are just taking pictures and talking to us. It just really shows like the power of art.
That may be just what the church had in mind. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
That'll be exciting to see that finished product. And as Katrina mentioned, there are 6 artists who are working on these murals.
The others are Reese Monroe, Victor Zarazua, and Scotch Willington.
Very cool.
Well, taking a look at live cam over San Antonio, what's that kind of 73 degrees in December.
It has warmed up a lot from this morning.
Yes,
you guys were out early today. It was quite chilly to start the day. We started off, a lot of us in the 40s, even some upper 30s across a portion of the hill country. We're already in the 70s, and it's going to continue to get warmer and warmer over the next few days before our next cold front arrives for the start of the upcoming weekend, and we'll talk about that shortly. Today's pollen count, molds are low with a count of 430. Molds are down significantly from where they were yesterday. Mountain cedar is also down a little bit from yesterday. Yesterday was our first appearance of mountain cedar this season. It's low today with a count of just 10. We'll be right back.
This SA Salute holiday greeting is brought to you by IAQ Cleaning.
From our IAQ experts family to yours, we want to wish the military a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday. Thank you for your service.
All right, so if you want to feel like it's winter, then you have to wake up early, because other than that, your chances.
No, does not feel like the holiday season.
No, not right now. In the morning it did.
Well, this morning, yes. But
Yes, it was cold this morning, and we're just going to be so all over the place through the end of the week into the weekend. So we kind of talked about this on KSAT News Now, Alicia. Just keep your closet, everything available. You never know what you may need to access. Here's a look at the time lapse from so far today. It's been a beautiful day, but we did start off on the cold side this morning, but with all this bright sunshine, solar radiation, temperatures are already jumping into the 70s, and we'll see some spots in the low 80s by the end of the afternoon. 73 currently at the airport. Our winds have turned back around to the south already. That will gradually bring the humidity back. You'll notice it more by tomorrow. Here are our morning lows. Very seasonable here in town. 45. Our average low this time of year is 44. So that's right about where we should be. We had some mid to upper 30s in the hill country. Overall, sweater weather to start the day. Not so much now at lunchtime. Temperatures climbing into the 70s at 74 in Laredo, 75 in Rock Springs. So nice and warm, but still comfortable even as we warm up, because humidity is still on the low side. And that'll be the case through the afternoon. So even as our temperatures top out in the upper 70s here in San Antonio, up to New Braunfels, even some low 80s over to the south and to the west, it won't be terribly uncomfortable because our humidity will still be on the low side. Notice the wind direction though this afternoon out of the south-southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. That change in wind direction will bring the humidity back by tomorrow. Let's talk about our next cold front, because as we start to warm up more and get more humid the next couple of days, things won't change really again in terms of getting cooler until our next front arrives. And this is a low pressure system that's starting to get wound up across a portion of the Pacific Northwest there. And this will gradually be making some southward progress throughout the rest of the week, and it'll get to us Friday night. So that means for the next couple of days, Thursday into Friday, we still stay very warm. And in fact, as we get toward the end of the week, Friday, especially on Friday, we'll start to be pushing record high temperatures. Our record high for the day Friday is 85. Right now we're forecasting 84, and that's much warmer than it should be this time of year. But there's our front by Friday afternoon working into far west Texas. It will sweep through very late Friday nights, sometime around midnight, with a broken line of some showers. So again, with this front, kind of like the one early on Monday, not much to see in terms of rainfall, but this will sweep through overnight. And this sets us up for overall a cooler weekend as we get into Saturday and Sunday. So with that front coming in overnight, by the time you get up Saturday morning, you'll notice it will be cooler. We are looking at highs in the low to mid 60s, both Saturday and Sunday. So it'll be very festive and pleasant out there this weekend. I want to jump ahead, though, to even this time next week. Once we get that brief cool down over the weekend, big ridge of high pressure will move in over the southern tier of the country, and that spells a big time warm up. So I'm taking you to December 14th through December 18th, so through the end of next week, just ahead of Christmas week. And what all this means is that temperatures are expected to be well above average for this time of year, not just here in Texas, but also across a big tier of the country because of that ridge. So hopefully, as we get closer to the week of Christmas and actual Christmas Day, temperatures will be a bit more seasonable. But again, prepare for temperatures to be kind of all over the place here in the short term. For the rest of your Wednesday, we are up to 77 this afternoon, still comfortable with low humidity, but it will start to feel a bit more humid again by tomorrow. That also sets us up for some of that morning fog and cloud cover for the next couple of days. Guys.
Layers, layers, and layers.
Yes.
Thank you, Katie.
And then remove the layers later in the day.
True.
Larry Ramirez joins us now. And Larry, a costly loss for the Spurs yesterday.
Yeah, you hate to see any of the Spurs players get hurt. I mean, for that fact, for me, any NBA player. But Keldon Johnson with the Spurs is certainly part of that just awesome young core of players that they have. Well, last night, unfortunately, he twisted an ankle pretty severely, but he still came back to try to play. And UTSA's Frank Harris and Coach Traylor both picked up more honors this morning. Coming up. Last night, the Spurs lost to the Knicks, and they also lost Keldon Johnson to a right ankle sprain. Johnson suffered the injury just before halftime when he stepped on the foot of Jakob Poeltl while defending, twisting his right ankle with 1:21 left in the first half. Johnson walked off the court with athletic trainer Will Sevening. KJ started the third quarter, but Coach Pop pulled him for good with about a minute into the quarter. Johnson scored 5 points with 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal in 15 minutes. You know, he's a tough dude, but still, it was a little bit surprising he tried to play through the injury after what looked to be a pretty nasty roll of his ankle.
Kinda. I mean, you know, he wants to play. He's competitive self, so he wanted to be out there with us, but hopefully everything sounds like it's going well, so hopefully he's not out too long. Yeah, I just seen it briefly, but you know, I got the ankle thing, so anything I can do to help, I'm there for him.
Derek White scored a season-high 26 points, making 9 of his 18 field goal attempts, giving the foul and the 1 on that play. But it was the Knicks' three-point shooting that was one of the keys. R.J. Barrett made a career-high 7 three-pointers, and he scored 32 points. He went 7 for 8 from downtown to help the Knicks beat the Spurs 121-109.
You know, Barrett was 7 for 8, and Randall was 3 for 5. I think they made about 17 threes. And in today's NBA, if you make that many threes, you got a great chance to win the basketball game, which means your defense and rebounding has to be almost perfect. Our rebounding was poor. They really kicked our butt. You know, guys are going to make threes some games, and they made more than they're used to making. But the boards, you know, 21 points off 17 offensive rebounds was the killer. That's what killed us.
Spurs will now get ready to host the Denver Nuggets in consecutive games at the AT&T Center Thursday night and Saturday night. Both games are set for 7:30. Denver comes to town 11-2 this season and 8th in the Western Conference. They lost Monday night at the Chicago Bulls, 109-97. They've lost 8 of their last 10 games. Reigning NBA MVP Nikola Jokic is the Nuggets' big dog, still averaging 25.6 points and 13.5 rebounds per game. Men's college basketball, Texas Tech playing number 13 Tennessee in the Jimmy V Classic in Madison Square Garden. In overtime, Terrence Shannon Jr. with the nice move past 2 defenders hits the floater as the shot clock expires. He had 18. A few seconds later, Davion Warren off the nice feed from Kevin McCullough. Tech goes up 4, and Tech goes on to win in overtime 57-52, improving to 7-1 this season. And this morning, UTSA quarterback Frank Harris was named the Dave Campbell's Texas College Football Offensive Player of the Year, thanks to his model of consistency and multiple clutch performances for the 12-1 Roadrunners. And his head coach, Jeff Traylor, was named Coach of the Year by Dave Campbell's Texas College Football after a 12-1 record and the program's first conference title. He's 19-6 in 2 years at UTSA. The Roadrunners will play San Diego State on December 21st at the Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl.
Yeah, the good news just keeps flowing in for that team.
It does.
I expect that a lot of people will receive UTSA gifts, right? Because that's like the talk of the town, right?
It certainly is.
Shirts, hats, everything. Larry, thanks very much.
A new test developed by a doctor could help patients find out if they have Alzheimer's sooner than any other test. Why that doctor says early detection can make all the difference. Coming up in the next half hour.
And the Grinch first stole Christmas more than 6 decades ago, and now bots are picking up where he left off. How these digital operations are making it harder for holiday shoppers to get everything off their wish lists this season.
Lawmakers on Capitol Hill say they have reached a one-time agreement that will enable the Senate to raise the debt ceiling.
It allows Congress to pay its bills and avoid an historic federal default. The agreement comes just days before the December 15th deadline.
As ABC's Faith Abube explains, the Treasury Secretary says inaction by that date would lead to major financial consequences.
The bill is passed.
A late-night vote in the House of Representatives, paving the way for Senate Democrats to increase the nation's debt ceiling without any Republican votes and avert an unprecedented federal default. Only one Republican in the House, Illinois Representative Adam Kinzinger, voted for the measure. The bill now headed to the upper chamber, where Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and his GOP counterpart Mitch McConnell have reached a one-time deal for Senate Democrats to pass the measure alone.
We have an inflation crisis, a border crisis, an energy crisis, and Democrats also choose to create a debt limit crisis that they want Republicans to help solve.
For Democrats to change the procedure to require only a bare majority to raise the debt ceiling, they will need the support of at least 10 Senate Republicans. GOP leader McConnell believes the votes are there, but on the final bill to actually raise the debt limit, no Republicans are expected to vote for it.
I think this is in the best interest of the country by avoiding default.
Raising the nation's debt ceiling would allow the U.S. to pay old debt, an overwhelming portion of which was racked up during the Trump administration before President Biden took office. It would also enable U.S. troops to get paid, prevent delays in paying Social Security benefits, and avoid increased interest rates on credit cards, car loans, and mortgages.
Done till it's done, but the idea of letting Democrats carry it ourselves is what we've always said, and that's the direction we are heading.
And the Senate will have to go through a series of complex steps before Democrats can vote on raising the debt ceiling. They'll need all 50 Democratic members and VP Harris to approve it, and then it'll go back to the House for final passage before it heads to the president's desk. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.
Good news for drivers. Prices at the pump are starting to go down. The U.S. Energy Information Administration said in November the national average for a gallon of regular gasoline was $3.39, the highest since 2014. But by January, it's expected to drop to about $3 and continue falling. For 2022, the average is expected to be $2.88. This new forecast is based on global oil production outpacing demand next year. The U.S. has also released more barrels of America's Strategic Petroleum Reserve to help with increasing prices.
And bots on the internet have created issues for fans buying concert tickets, snatching up the best seats, and then reselling them at a profit. And now they're doing the same thing with popular holiday gifts. Security experts say they're seeing these bots pounce on sought-after products. So what exactly are bots?
A bot is simply a system of computers that are basically trying to purchase things from a website. It could be 5 people working in a group, it could be 50. And there's various pieces of the attack that have to be coordinated.
Not a day goes by that we don't see 1 billion plus malicious requests from bots. It's a very large scale problem day in and day out.
Well, to combat bots, online retailers monitor sales, and if they suspect a user is actually a bot, what they do is cancel that sale. And lawmakers are trying to do something about it too. Just last week, legislation to outlaw the bot activity was introduced in the House. Back in 2019, similar laws were proposed, but unfortunately went nowhere. So something to be aware of during the holidays.
Definitely. This is a live look at live cam over Loop 410. Maybe you're heading to the mall or something like that for some holiday shopping this midday.
Ooh, stores were packed the past few days.
Yes.
Trying to check some boxes off of my list, and places were packed. Folks are getting that shopping done, and it has been really comfortable the past couple of days, even cold in the mornings. That will be changing, though, for the rest of the week. Check out temperatures currently. We're at 76 at Stinson already, 73 Bernie Stage, also already up to 76 Los Maples. Our winds in many spots are calm in Canyon Lake, Bulverde, but our wind direction is starting to turn around down to the south today, and by the end of the day, we'll have a south-southeast wind in place, and that will bring the humidity back. It's been really dry so far this week, but by tomorrow you will notice some higher humidity with a southerly wind back in place. There's a lot of cloud cover seems to be stuck from Victoria up to just west of the Houston area, closer to the Katy area there. But for our area, things are nice and clear. It really is a beautiful day. We'll see a few thin cirrus clouds sneak in as we get into the afternoon, but plenty of sunshine today. 73 currently, humidity still low, but again, as our winds turn back around to the south, humidity will crank up overnight, and that will set us up for some more of the morning fog and cloud cover as early as tomorrow morning. Be possible Friday morning as well. And over the next couple of afternoons, pushing some record high temperatures before our next front arrives Friday night. This sets us up for a much cooler weekend. We'll talk about this and more coming up in the full forecast, guys.
All right, Katie, thanks very much. Millions of Americans are living with Alzheimer's disease. Doctors say early detection and treatment is critical to slowing cognitive decline. And now a new tool could help with that early detection. As Sarah Costa reports, researchers say it can help identify memory problems months sooner than other tests.
At Ohio State Center for Cognitive and Memory Disorders, cognitive neurologist Dr. Douglas Scher started noticing something in his patient's treatment.
We were missing the boat and we weren't identifying people early enough.
The earlier the diagnosis, the sooner the treatment is key to slowing cognitive decline. That's why Scher developed the SAGE test.
The main difference between this and other tests is that it's self-administered.
The test can be taken at home at the first sign of memory impairment, so changes can be monitored over time. While it doesn't diagnose Alzheimer's, Scher says it helps identify early symptoms. He's the lead author of a study published in the journal Alzheimer's Research and Therapy. It followed more than 600 patients over 8 years.
It seems to pick up on people that are going to eventually develop dementia at least 6 months sooner than the most typical test out there.
It's up to a doctor to make a diagnosis based on cognitive changes in family history. But identifying a potential progression to dementia could also allow for earlier treatment.
My hope for this test is that more people will be identified, diagnosed, and treated appropriately.
I'm Sarah Costa, KSAT 12 News.
And the researchers say anytime you or a family member notices a change in your brain function or personality, you should take a screening test. Still ahead, the Houston Texans have a decision to make when it comes to their starting quarterback. Hear from Coach Cully later in sports. Welcome back. In the past, the show, live in front of a studio audience, aimed to tackle difficult social issues with scripts from classic sitcoms.
But after a 2-year pandemic pause, producers said their goal this time was just to have fun. Here's ABC's Will Gans with more.
What you talking about, Willis? Everyone's talking about the return of live in front of a studio audience, and boy, was it live.
It's over. Never before in the history of American television has a 99-year-old person used the F word.
Norman Lear teaming up with Jimmy Kimmel once again, this time to bring back different strokes.
Come here.
Kevin Hart as Arnold and John Lithgow as Mr. Drummond, peppering in some surprise appearances too. Hey, this is my room too, Willis. I want to play here. and at least one minor update to the 1979 script.
Hey, Willis. How come Vernon always smell like weed?
And in the evening's other staging, The Facts of Life. Gabrielle Union as Tootie.
A little far? Girl.
Jen Aniston as Blair.
Well, sure. Beautiful people like rock and roll, too.
Allison Tolman as Natalie and Katherine Hahn as Joe.
Carl paid for this, and part of the package was a charming, lovable dinner date, and that's me!
Okay.
Tink. Oh. Hey. No. I'll be there for you.
Everyone grateful for this trip down memory lane, commercial breaks and all.
Want to know what comes between me and my Oscar Mayer? Nothing.
Oscar Mayer.
That, of course, was Alfonso Ribeiro recreating Brooke Shields' iconic Calvin Klein commercial, but this time for Oscar Mayer. He appeared throughout the night in increasingly bizarre but hilarious takes on 80s commercial faves. It was a hoot. Will Gans, ABC News, New York.
Yeah, I thought that was the best part of the production. It was like recreative commercials. Like, where are they going with this? But
So you actually watched them?
I watched most of it.
Okay.
I watched most of it. I was entertained. It kept my interest.
A hoot, they say.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie, I'm walking across the
Yeah,
studio to
right,
get
no,
over
that's fine.
to the queue.
Yes, as we look at
But
live cam,
I'm coming,
the sun is out. It is warm, 75 degrees.
Yeah, it's going to be a warmer afternoon, especially compared to the past couple of days, and even just compared to this morning. We started off at 45, so we've already warmed up 30 degrees and still a little bit of warming to go. And it's going to continue to get even warmer over the next couple of days. But our next front arrives Friday night, and then we'll be chilly again by the weekend. So the ups and downs continue. We'll take another look at your forecast shortly. First, today the aquifer is down a little bit more than half a foot. And in your pollen count, molds are low today with a count of 430. Mountain Cedar also low with a count of 10. We'll be right back.
Word of advice that I received from Katie Blake this week is to have our wardrobe on rotation.
Yes.
Summer,
Everything easily
fall,
accessed.
winter, everything all in a day here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Yes.
Aren't we lucky?
Yes, that is very good advice. And just keep your KSAT weather app handy. That's good advice as well, because if you get up in the morning, you're like, well, what's happening? Just check the weather app and we'll have you updated so you know how to dress for the day ahead, because it changes daily this time of year. We are warming up very efficiently this afternoon, already climbing into the mid 70s in many spots, and we'll see highs top out in the upper 70s and low 80s this afternoon. So it will be warm, but it won't be too uncomfortable because humidity will stay low today. You'll notice higher humidity and some more mugginess to the air by tomorrow, but even as we warm up today, it will still be pretty comfortable. Sun goes down just after 5:30, and just a few high thin clouds will be in the sky for the remainder of the day. By early tomorrow morning, we're back to the low morning clouds and some patchy fog will be possible. So for the next couple of days, speaking of keeping that closet on rotation, we're talking short sleeve weather for the rest of the work week. So Thursday into Friday, it will be quite warm, especially by the afternoons. We're talking highs in the 80s, record heat for this time of year over the next couple of days. By this weekend, though, you'll want to have the sweaters and the jackets handy because it will be much cooler. So look at this ride that we go on over the next several days. Your afternoon high temperatures were in the upper 70s today, low to mid 80s tomorrow, pushing record heat on Friday. We do think Friday is the day that we could tie some record highs across the area. The record high for Friday is 85. We're going 84 now, and then behind a cold front Friday night, our afternoon highs are back in the low to mid 60s by the weekend. Our temperatures, not the only thing going up and down. Our dew points, or the measure of humidity, measure of moisture in the air, also fluctuating a lot over the next few days. Even across the viewing area, we've got a pretty big spread in these numbers from the low 60s, upper 50s down a little bit closer to the water, to the 40s, even upper 20s across a portion of the hill country. And as our winds continue to become more southerly today, humidity will jump back up overnight. So tomorrow we've got dew points jumping back into the 60s. That's feeling a bit more muggy. So warm and muggy through the end of the work week. But again, by this weekend, as our air temperatures drop, humidity will really drop as well. We'll see our dew points back down in the 20s, even the 30s. So it will be feeling very, very dry and crisp. Also cooler by by the weekend. So here's what's going on. This front that will be moving in Friday night is up in the Pacific Northwest now, and it will make slow progress heading our way over the next few days. So as I mentioned, Thursday into Friday, we fall back into the routine of morning clouds, patchy fog, clearing into the afternoon, but that bumps our highs into the 80s for the next couple of days, with our warmest day and some potentially record heat on Friday as this front is moving into North Texas. Front will move through our area late Friday night. We're talking a little closer to midnight. Notice a broken line of rain will be possible. Coverage of rain will be low, just like the front earlier this week on Monday. I wish we could squeeze a little bit more rain out of this, but it will be just a quick hitting broken line of rain. Then as we get into the weekend, that's when you'll notice the change by first thing Saturday, a cooler day. Now we are expecting windy conditions Saturday behind the cold front. And since we've had our first couple appearances of mountain cedar in the pollen count, I just want to give you a heads up that this time of year, once mountain cedar shows up and then we get windy conditions, especially a north wind, that's when we typically see our mountain cedar count spike, and there's the potential for that on Saturday. So cedar count should stay low the next couple of days, but behind Friday night's cold front, we could have some higher readings of mountain cedar. So just file that away. And of course, we'll keep you updated. This afternoon, upper 70s, low 80s off to the southwest. Comfortable though, not as comfortable tomorrow and Friday with higher humidity and afternoon highs in the low to mid 80s. But it will be much nicer out there this weekend. We'll just have to watch that mountain cedar count, guys.
Thank you so much, Katie.
Not looking forward to that. The Cowboys hopefully getting Mike McCarthy back this
Yeah, it sounds like Mike McCarthy is going to return to the team tomorrow. This after he's had to miss some time with the team due to COVID-19. And of course, he missed their last game at the Saints. And the Houston Texans just waived one of their key defenders. We've got the information coming up.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
The Dallas Cowboys are targeting tomorrow when head coach Mike McCarthy can return to the team. That's after he tested positive for COVID-19 last week and was forced to miss the 27-17 victory at the Saints Thursday night. His defensive coordinator, Dan Quinn, who had to step down from the press box and onto the sideline to act as head coach, and he brought us up to speed on when McCarthy could be back before facing their NFC East rivals, the Washington football team.
For Mike, his 10-day window would end Thursday, but as you guys know, 2 negatives, he could get here earlier. So, you know, what does it look like over the next couple of days? We'll just wait and find out and see what his test results show. But we're certainly, you know, circling Thursday, you know, for the day for him to return here and get going. But he's been excellent as far as the communication with myself, with the staff, and that part's really felt on point.
Cowboys fans will be cheering again this Sunday when the boys play at the Washington football team at noon, and Dallas is favored by 4. The Houston Texans became the first team to be eliminated from the playoffs after suffering their second shutout loss of the season to the Colts on Sunday, 31-0. Most people thought it would be the Detroit Lions eliminated first, and now it appears that the Texans will go with rookie quarterback Davis Mills after he had to come in during the third quarter against the Colts after Tyrod Taylor suffered an injury to his non-throwing hand. Head coach David Culley was asked if this will be a difficult decision if Taylor is healthy enough to play.
Not when you're looking at the way we've been playing, the way our offense has been playing. Obviously, the job of our quarterback is to score points and get us in the end zone, and we haven't done that very well, and we're going to see what we need to do to get that corrected, and that's why we're doing the evaluation right now.
And Coach Coley told the media this morning the Texans waived linebacker Zach Cunningham. Cunningham's release comes after he was suspended for the Texans' Week 13 loss to the Colts because he was late to his scheduled COVID-19 test. Sports Talk 790 is reporting he was cut for recurring tardiness. Cunningham was a second-round pick in 2017 by the Texans. Good thing UTSA football doesn't eat the cheese because they've had plenty of cheese put before them this season. Yesterday, a resolution was presented to the team at the opening of the Bexar County Commissioners Court meeting, congratulating them on their best season ever, a 12-1 record that included the 49-41 victory against Western Kentucky to win their first ever Conference USA title last Friday, and will now face San Diego State on December 21st at the Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl.
On behalf of the entire team and myself, just want to thank y'all for all the love and support y'all giving us this entire season. You know, it's greatly appreciated.
It's truly an honor to be down here. You know, once we came committed to UTSA, this is a goal of ours, and we finally achieved it.
Lots of love, and they certainly deserve it.
Yeah, definitely. And note to self, don't be late.
Do not be late to a Texans team meeting.
No.
I mean, it proves that the tardiness is frowned upon even when you've quote unquote made it.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Oh, that's wild. Thank you, Larry.
Well, SA Live is next on KSAT 12.
Let's check in what they're doing. I saw some tamales.
Oh, that's right. Yes, 'tis the season for tamales, toys, and trees. And let's talk about that incredible tradition for this time of year. And Carino Cortez with La Familia Cortez is going to show you the easiest way to do tamales.
Yes, I'm going to show you, save you a trip to the grocery store. You're going to get 5 dozen tamales in under an hour.
Under an hour?
Yes.
No dishes? Piles of dishes?
No piles of dishes, no days of planning.
All right. And if you want to give your Christmas tree a new look this year, but want to do it on a budget and still make it look fancy, well, of course, Christmas decorator and wedding planner Victor Garcia is going to show you one quick way to do that.
Here we go. Just burlap ribbon, fold it twice.
Use the tree branch to kind of wrap it.
Hide it. Kind of fold again. Hide it, and then you might want to do it again.
And just keep going.
There you go. There you
and
go.
Of course, get ready to reserve your ski passes right here in town. Jen, what?
Yes, we're here at Chicken and Pickle, and they are known for pickleball, but I'm exchanging the paddle today for some hot cocoa cocktail. This is just a sample of what you...
All that and more when SA Live continues in just a few minutes with our day 5 of our 12 Days of Christmas giveaway.